Good evening, everyone. This is Daphne Balan from Bangalore Baptist Hospital. I'm a dietitian here and I'm going to speak on some healthy eating habits for our young people. So, what is nutrition? Food, the basic necessity of life. It's all about what goes in, and everybody should enjoy it. Like someone said, you are what you eat. And why do we need good nutrition? To maintain good health, to consume all nutrients that we need, to have a balanced meal, to maintain a portion size. We need modifications that can be made specifically for any disease condition and to prevent deficiency diseases. Many factors influence nutrition and our bodies. It can be family, age, religion, culture, traditions, health, technology, education, sometimes climate, and even our education. Healthy eating doesn't have to be boring or doesn't mean avoiding our favorite foods. In fact, the first rule of healthy eating is to enjoy your food. Eating healthily is all about getting the balance right. So, what is a balanced diet? If you Google or if you check what a food plate looks like, it is 1/4 of your plate with grains, another quarter with proteins, and the other half with vegetables and fruits, with milk or dairy products in addition. So we have to enjoy good cereal portions, maybe a wholesome meal with whole grain varieties to make sure we get plenty of fiber. We need fruits and vegetables of at least 5 to 8 portions, which is about 500 grams to 800 grams a day. We also need proteins, which make up our body muscle. So, a good variety, good quality protein is essential. So, choose lean meats, egg white, pulses, lentils, and good vegetarian sources as well. Milk and dairy products are good sources that have to be included in our daily diet. These foods are a rich source of calcium, which is essential for our young people as they grow for various reasons. So, how much is too much? We have to have the least of fats, oils, and sweets, and the most of vegetables and fruits. So, if you look at a pyramid, the wider part should be vegetables and fruits with fats and oils at the tip of the pyramid. You have to drink plenty of water, people, especially as you are active, the young people with exercise or games. Drink plenty of fluids to remain hydrated because water composes a big portion of your body. It regulates your body temperature. It also helps to remove waste. It is a part of your bones. It cushions your joints and it has many more functions. Have extra water when you're exercising or when the weather is very hot. Alcohol could interest you. Alcohol contains 7 kilocalories per gram. So that's a lot of energy if you're having alcohol regularly. It is not considered a nutrient because it interferes with the body's growth, maintenance, and repair. Salt. You can love your salt, but it will break your heart. A lot of salt is not healthy. So even salted products would be a damage to our body. Don't add salt automatically. Taste food before you add. Read food labels. As young people, read what you're eating, read what you're buying, read what you have already in the house, and make sure you know there is not too much of added preservatives or things that are not necessary for you. What are some common nutrition challenges for the young people? Portion size. Looking at the world around, if you just order even just noodles, the portion size is big. The choice that you'll have, well, in my days, there was not this much. Availability, you can have anything in 6 to 11 minutes at your doorstep with so many apps available. The timing of your food and meals, it has gone so haphazard because of various reasons. So these could lead to obesity, diabetes, cardio problems. The risk of these diseases becomes much more when all these conditions are hampered. Micronutrient deficiencies, and you can just end up with something like ulcers, which can cause intestinal bleeds. Now, for some information for you all. BMI for Asians is different from what it is for the rest of the world, as told by the WHO. So your cutoff will be 23. Between 18.5 to 23 is normal for an Indian young adult. So watch your weight. So some guidelines for healthy diet and good health remain as maintain regularity, be consistent, eat as much natural foods as you can, consume seasonal foods as far as possible, buy fruits which are seasonal. There are guavas and oranges available now, enjoy them. Eat well and do not overeat. Avoid excess of salt, spice, and sweets. Avoid foods that contain cholesterol, saturated fats. So saturated fats are anything that becomes hard at room temperature. And these are widely used in our bakery products. Watch your weight. Maintain ideal weight.
So, sorry to interrupt, ma'am. So, when you
Sorry.
say this ideal weight, what exactly is the ideal weight? So, we know this BMI, so weight to body height ratio, weight to height ratio. So, what exactly is that, and how can someone, because it varies to age, right? So,
Yes.
or
Yes.
how is it, ma'am? So, could you please explain on that note?
It would mainly go by your height and weight. So there is a formula to calculate your ideal weight and your BMI. So you have to stay within that range of 18.5 to 23.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so ideal weight. Avoid eating same foods all the time. Eat a variety. Drink plenty of fluids and stay hydrated because it also affects your normal blood pressure. So with this, we have also put up a small portion of exercise that you can do, which is very important for young people. So exercise for 30 minutes to 40 minutes a day is sufficient for a normal adult. Basic squats, push-ups, jumping jacks, crunches, basic is enough for you all, or just walk or jog. Some of the food myths that I want to touch on is your food supplements. Many of our youth would meet us in our OPDs and ask us, should I eat 6 egg whites? Should I buy a supplement? Which is not necessary if you're having a normal, balanced meal. Eat less, but eat wisely. You don't have to eat a lot just to fill your plate. They also think carbs are bad, carbohydrates are bad. Most of our young people think, no, I will not eat. But you need it as young people, as growing people. You need your portion of carbohydrates. And like I said, it should just be 1/4 of your plate. Bas. No oil. That's another myth that they have. They think if they have a lot of oil, they're going to put on weight. But your body needs a minimum of fat. 20 to 30% of your diet should come from fat. So at least 5 teaspoons to 4 teaspoons for a growing person should be oil or fat in your cooking. Skipping meals, fasting, intermittent fasting, these are all questions that you'll have. Do not skip meals unless there is a medical reason. Eat well, eat regularly, 3 meals and 2 snacks at least. Drink plenty of milk and buttermilk during the day. So, before you do any kind of fasting, especially intermittent or any kind of things that you all have seen on the net, please consult a dietitian. Then you also think sugars are bad. Sugars are not bad, but it should be used in moderation. If you have a family history of diabetes, be even more wary of it. Be careful how much you use. These are some myths that I have put down. If
Okay,
you have,
I have one rumor that was recently on the social media that was going on.
tell
So
me.
that is like this. So eating chapati, usually people with diabetics, doctors would advise them eat chapatis in the night and have a less portion of rice, right? So in a recent rumor that went viral on social media, it says eating chapati will make your diabetes even worse, and that's how doctors earn money. It was a rumor that went viral on social media. What do you have to say for this, ma'am, as a nutritionist?
Yeah, no, so actually it's interesting that you asked that because we did a study with just 30 of our ladies who are diabetic. So we gave them ragi, we gave them chapati, and we gave them rice.
Hmm.
And there was not much difference between ragi and chapati, but a big difference between ragi chapati and rice.
Okay.
So I can boldly say that rice did affect their glucose levels, but ragi and chapati had the same effect.
Okay, because this was one of the myth that was in viral condition for more than a month, I should say.
Yes, yes. But you have to understand the fact that ragi and wheat have much more fiber than rice.
Hmm.
So that is why we are saying eat chapatis and ragi, not because rice is bad in itself.
Again, it plays a major role in one's conditions again.
Yes. So there's an
So
elderly patient who can't chew. I cannot tell him to forcefully eat chapati.
true.
Yeah. So be
So
mindful. Yeah. Sorry.
so sorry to interrupt. So again, I had this one more doubt. That is, every medical condition has their own set of food prescribed for them, right? For example, people with asthma or people with wheezing, they have that particular condition not to have food or vegetables, anything that contains more water in it. For example, let's say for me, I have wheezing. I was advised not to eat cucumber, not to eat watermelon, not to have lemon or anything like in a citrus range. So is this a myth or is this a truth?
Who told you that? Who told you not to
No,
have?
I'm just telling as an example of myself.
Yeah. So maybe you should read up, get some studies which have been done on this because in our textbooks we don't learn about any diet for asthma or wheezing actually.
No, because I have this friend of mine because he was taking a treatment for that, wherein they said you don't need you shouldn't take foods like this. You should avoid them, especially curd, anything which makes you cold, like turn your body into a cold manner. Like you should avoid those kind of food. So that's the reason I pointed that out.
Maybe it was Ayurveda because in our kind of medical treatment there is no hot cold. There may
Hmm.
be gaseous, but there's no hot cold.
Okay. Okay. So any other myths apart from these that we just spoke of, ma'am?
Not that I could think of. This is what I could think of for now.
Okay. So we'll just move on to the next question. So few like more youngsters nowadays they say, eating this makes me more fat, even if it doesn't make them fat.
Yeah.
Is it to say that they are sticking out to the society that they are in, or is it that is really that's killing them? Because I see people drink more water, 6 liters of water every day. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's too much. And I saw a case wherein a lady, I think she was from Brazil or so, she intook more water, she passed out due to cardiac arrest and renal failure.
Yes, definitely.
So these are food habits that needs to be changed. When I say that, what are the food habits that we need to change, ma'am,
See,
according to you?
that is what I started by saying. Anything is good in moderation.
Hmm.
Even if you're having your butter or your ghee, in moderation, it will not harm you. Okay, so people who are thinking that just by eating this, I'm going to put on weight, it will not happen if they're doing it once a week, at once in 2 weeks. But if you're going to eat processed foods daily, then you're going to end up with not being obese. You will clog your arteries and you're going to have other problems.
Hmm.
So it's not about, just once doing something. Any
So,
diet can be very strictly followed for even if you do it for 5 days a week, it is actually sufficient. But you have to be consistent
okay.
and in moderation, because the moment you go out of moderation, you're going to harm your body. That's all. Nothing else will happen. Ultimately, it will cause damage.
So, as you said, that pyramid, keep the fruits and the vegetables in the bottom, have it
Yeah.
in plenty,
Yes.
consume fat and oil in a less manner.
Yeah.
So, how would you encourage our youngsters to make a healthy food choices now? Because as of now, we have two segments of people: those who are really health conscious and those who are like, no, I earn to eat, I earn to eat, and I earn to live. So
Yeah.
there are these kind of segments, and how can youngsters make a choice in that?
No, you're using the right word. It comes from choice. You have to make up your mind to choose the right thing. It's okay. I'm saying a Saturday, if you eat a pizza, no problem. But at least 5 days of the week, make sure your food is, wisely done. See, you have to come up with creative ideas. So if you want to make, if you're fed up with eating chapatis, stuff it, put it, I mean, add some vegetables to that, add some paneer to that one day. You don't have to only have aloo paratha. You can have
Hmm.
puli, you can have paneer, you can have even last night's vegetable you can add to the chapati. It will be tastier.
Rather than having it as a stir fried vegetable, put it into this stuffed
Yeah.
vegetable
Yeah.
chapati or something
Or
like that.
instead of having a stir fry, you buy it from the shop as a vegetable, cooked vegetable.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the best is to just stay focused and stay in moderation.
So it is always the choices that we make.
It is your choice. Yes.
Okay. So, any other suggestions would you like to give to our youngsters in terms of maintaining the nutrition now?
So I've just put up a checklist at the
Yes.
end of the day what you can do. Did you have your quota of water? So we say at least 30 ml per kg body weight is nominal. Okay, so for your body weight, you can at least calculate how much you need. Did you have your share of vegetables and fruit? Did you exercise for the day? Did you have too much of processed food today? Did you sleep your quota of 7 to 8 hours per day? Our young people need to get these basics. So even if you retrospect at the end of the week, you can always work on it the next week. No harm. You're not going to, nothing you're going to lose, but keep check. Keep check on how you are doing at the end of the week. So at the next week, you can work on that.
True. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing valuable insights on how one should maintain their nutrition and the nutrition level, and how can one go and check their, like, for example, we all check our screen time weekly once. Even if we don't check, by default our phones and laptops and tablets send it to us, right? So I
Yeah, sure.
think we all should do like this. So as
Yeah.
ma'am said, 30 ml per kg of the body weight, right, ma'am?
Yeah, water.
Yes, the water. And the intake of the fruits and vegetables that for that day,
Mm.
and exercise, as you said, cardio workouts and jogging and walking, things like that.
Something,
and
yeah.
and how one should avoid that, or the intake of the processed food, one should have that measure of it. And as you said, sleep,
Yeah.
we all have started to miss out on something important, is
Yes.
sleep.
Especially our young people. Yes.
True. So if one could have a track of all these and have a track insight in the weekend, that could improve your nutrition level.
Yeah.
And that has a direct impact on your health or one's health. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And I hope viewers from the program Reality Bank would have been benefited out of this. And I would thank ma'am once again, Daphne ma'am, because you have about close to 2+ decades of experience, right? So thank you so much. And dear viewers, if you have anything in terms of what we discuss, any doubts or any queries, get back to us. You can contact us at 6364 I'll repeat it. It's 6364 You can also write to us at info@febaonline.org. I think this program would have been very beneficial for you. Stay tuned for next program coming live on Monday next week. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Have a safe week ahead. Thank you so much, ma'am, again.
Thank you. Thank you.